Hi guys, this is CA Shubham Sangvi and today we are going to discuss the concept of random variables. So let's just jump into it. To understand the meaning of random variables, let's just take a random experiment for our example. Now, let's just take an example of tossing three coins together. Now, what are the different outcomes which we can get while we toss the three coins? So the outcomes can be HHH, HHT, HTH, THH. Similarly, TTH, THT, TTH, and finally TTT. So these are the 8 different outcomes which we can get when we toss 3 coins. Now what does random variable mean? Whenever for a random experiment, when we map the different outcomes, when we map the different outcomes of a random experiment into numbers, we can say that we are using a random variable. Now, what we can do for mapping these outcomes into numbers, so let's just take a random variable x. Please note I'm using capital X as the random variable because random variables are usually denoted by capital letters. So x is equal to, basically we are mapping those into numbers, so let's write down x is equal to number of heads which I can get when I toss 3 coins. So x can have different values like 0, 1, 2 or 3. These are the maximum different values which x can assume. X की value 0 हो सकती है when there are 0 heads. X can assume the value of 1 when there is only 1 head, and x can assume 2 value of 2 when there are 2 heads, and x can assume the value of 3 when there are 3 heads. Let's just simplify this example. Let's say a random variable y when we toss a single coin. This is a typical example of a random variable where we assume the value of y to be 1 if heads and assume the value 0 if tail. So here we are not looking at the number of heads or number of tails. We are just mapping the outcomes into numbers. So if there is a head, we will assume the value of y to be 1. And if there is a tail, then we'll assume the value of y to be equal to 0. So random variables are nothing but just mapping the different outcomes of a random experiment. So whenever we are discussing a random experiment and the outcomes of this random experiment can be mapped into numbers using some definition, then we will say that definition is nothing but a random variable. So here we have used x is equal to number of heads which I can get when I toss 3 coins. Similarly, y is equal to experiment. We are considering the experiment of tossing a single coin where y is equal to 1 if there is a head and equal to 0 if there is a tail. So we are just assigning some values to y according to the outcomes of the experiment. Now many a times people get confused with the concept of random variables, and they get confused with the concept of just variables. Give me a second. Yeah. Now the variables which we use in algebra. So these are completely different. The random variables which we are discussing right now and the variables which are used in algebra are quite different from each other. For example, the variables used in algebra are basically some value taken instead of the unknown variable. Sorry, some variable taken instead of the unknown value. Let's just say x is equal to x plus 5 is equal to 8. Here we have assumed a value x for the unknown value. Similarly, let's say we take y is equal to x plus 3. So basically the variables used in algebra are something which we can solve for. We can find the value of x, we can find the value of y, but we cannot find the value of x here. We can see the different outcomes of the different values of x. So basically x is not equal to 0 or 1 or 2 or 3. Basically these are different outcomes of the random experiment, and these random experiments are mapped into numbers. And whenever we are using random experiment and mapping the outcomes into numbers, then we use the random variable. So there is a very basic difference in the two variables which we are using. This x is basically a random variable where we are looking into the outcomes of a random experiment, and this x is just a simple variable used in algebra, wherein we can say that a boy named A has 5 chocolates less than B. And if we have to express this mathematically, then we say let the chocolates with A be x, and with y be with B be y. So if we have to express this in a mathematical expression, we can say x has 5 chocolates less, so x plus 5 is equal to y. So this becomes an equation. Now we can solve for this equation by determining certain value of x or y, because both of them are dependent on each other. We know the relation that x plus 5 is equal to y, so दोनों भी एक दूसरे के ऊपर dependent है. If we know the value of one variable, we can find the value of the second variable. So basically we solve these equations. We solve this equation to find the values of the variable, whereas to find a certain single value of the variable, whereas in random variables there is no single value of the variable. There are different values of the variable which can assume different probabilities, because since we are discussing random experiment, so the outcomes will have certain probabilities attached to themselves. So basically when I say number of heads which I can get when I toss 3 coins, x is equal to 0, 1, 2 and 3. So we cannot solve the value of x. X has all the 4 values which have certain probabilities attached to them. For example, here the probability of 0 head is 1 case out of 8 cases. See, we have 8 cases, 8 different outcomes which are possible, of which one outcome is such where there are 0 heads. Basically this, the last one. There are 3 tails, so there are 0 heads. So the probability of getting 0 heads is 1 out of 8 cases. Similarly, the probability of getting 1 head out of the 3 coins is basically 3 different cases. See, these are the 3 cases where we get 1 head, and these are 3 cases out of 8 cases. The probability will be 3 by 8. Similarly, the probability of getting 2 heads again will be 3 by 8, because we have 3 different cases wherein we have 2 heads. So this is again 3 by 8. And finally, the probability of getting all 3 heads is 1 by 8. So whenever we are mapping the outcomes of a random experiment with numbers, and we usually attach probabilities to these outcomes, we use random variables. But the variables used in algebra is basically for forming just an equation. So equations, whenever we have to use variables into forming into equations, so these variables are basically the variables which we used in algebra, and those are usually expressed or notified as small letters, whereas the random variables are usually expressed as capital letters. Now what is the use of mapping these numbers? What is the use of mapping these outcomes into numbers? So let's just say that a random variable z, let's take a random variable z for a random experiment of tossing or throwing 2 dice. So this is the random experiment we are talking about, of throwing 2 dice. How many different outcomes we have? So basically we have 36 different outcomes, because 6 on first dice and 6 on second dice, in combination there will be 36 different outcomes of throwing 2 dice. Now let's just map these outcomes into some specific meaning which we can assign to z. So let z be equal to sum of the two numbers on the dice. Now, whenever someone asks me to write this sentence into a mathematical format, let me just write the sentence first. Probability of the sum of two numbers on the dice greater than, let's say, 6. So instead of writing this whole sentence down and expressing it in the mathematical format, the easier way to write this is just writing probability of z greater than 6. So much more simpler way to write probability of the outcomes using the random variable. So what we are doing is, जो हमारे आउटकम्स आने वाले जो हमने यहाँ पे लिखे हुए सम ऑफ द टू नंबर्स ऑन द डाइस, देयर कैन बी डिफरेंट आउटकम्स, और उसकी फिर आगे हमको प्रोबेबिलिटी निकालनी है यूजिंग डिफरेंट नंबर्स और सम रिलेशन, जैसे यहाँ पे लिखा है z शुड बी ग्रेटर देन 6. सिमिलरली हमको प्रोबेबिलिटी पूछ सकते हैं that what is the probability that the sum of the two numbers is an even number, so we can directly say probability of z is even. Similarly directly total की भी probability पूछ सकते हैं, what is the probability that the sum of the two numbers is 8, so we can directly write p of z is equal to 8. Instead of writing these words again and again, probability of the sum of two numbers on the die is greater than 6, instead of writing whole this sentence and the expression, we can just write p of z greater than 6, p of z is even, p of z is equal to 8. So much more simpler and neat way to express the probabilities. So obviously we are discussing random experiment, तो probabilities तो आएगी because random experiment is something which is going to happen in future. So future में जो भी experiment होगी there will be different outcomes, the possible different outcomes, जिसमें से कुछ एक ही होगा, actual में तो कुछ एक ही होगा, but we can assign probabilities for each of those outcomes and make an analysis over it. So we are discussing random experiment, तो probabilities तो आनी ही है. So I hope you have understood the concept of random variables. Those are just expressing the different outcomes into numbers. So whenever we are using variables for expressing the outcomes into numbers, we will say that those variables are random variables. So don't get confused with the variables which we use in algebra. Those are completely different. Those are used just for making an equation. Okay, in the next video I'll be explaining the different types of random variables which are discrete and continuous, and the different probability distributions involved in it. So I hope you have understood the concept. Thank you.